Hey yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy S. Dot V. Dot. Hee ha. Need not to worry. We back in here. We live. We live. Push up. Push up. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. It's your boy. Where y'all at? We're gonna let the first minute rock out. Let's see who gonna pull up. You know? What's good? Push up. Push up. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. Ryan Garcia. They finally canceled him. We got to talk about that. We got Shakur Stevenson. He fighting tomorrow. We got to talk about that. When you pull up, hit the like button. Subscribe up. I need them. Yeah, man. All right, so we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it, man. Ryan Garcia. It's official. He's officially canceled. Officially canceled. That's what they saying. You go on Google right now, that's the first thing pop up. Ryan's done. He was spitting out the N-word, and he was talking down on the Muslim faith. No. That's a big no. And what's crazy is the N-word ain't even what people really care about, right? I'm talking about the powers that be. The N-word ain't really what they concerned about. It's about him talking about Muslims. What's good, Remy? Remy Boxing in the building. Remy Boxing in the building. What's popping? You know we got to cook on Ryan Garcia. You know we got to cook on that. You know we got to cook on that. So yeah, man, it's not even about the N-word. You know what I'm saying? And African Americans getting upset. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that. That's not why he was canceled. You know, it's a part of it. It's something that they could slip in there. Eric, what's good, Eric? Salute. Thanks for pushing up, man. Thanks for pushing up. We talking Ryan Garcia. They talking about he's finally canceled. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about that. It's really about what he said about the Muslim faith. Now, Christianity and Islam, them the two biggest in the world. So you talk about that, big problems. You're going to have big problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't want nothing to do with him right now. Yeah, can't nobody take Ryan Garcia seriously. He's been talking off the wall for years. He's been talking out the side of his neck, and a lot of people been supporting it. A lot of people been supporting it. So him with the apology, dang, nobody want to hear it at this point. You know, it's like nailing the coffin for him. It's nailing the coffin. He's doing it to himself. At this point, he's doing it to himself. So all of his fans and everybody that's been supporting him now, see, they ain't canceling him for what he did to Haney. That's not worthy of a cancel. But speaking out of, like, he's just jumping down. He's going down the wrong tree. Yup, downward spiral. You're right, Eric. That's exactly what's happening. This is downward spiral. Exactly. That's exactly what's happening. And we seen and we witnessed it on social media like the whole time. Him just crashing out. Ryan finally crashed out. You know, I need y'all to hit the like button for me, man. Subscribe and all that if y'all not. I'd appreciate it. Yeah. Remy said, what? That's what happens when people fail to hold Ryan accountable. Yes. He don't see a problem. Right. Right. Because every time, and see, this is the thing as fans. As fans, we have the power to hold these guys accountable. All of the guys that cheat, not just Ryan. I'm talking about everybody all across the board that do it. Sometimes it's our favorite fighter that get popped. But you got to understand, people like I just watched the clip. I just watched the clip the other day of a guy just swinging recklessly in the corner. He had brain damage. The dude stunned him. Boom. He was behind him, and he went to the neutral corner and was swinging at the corner. He ended up dying later on in the hospital. When I see clips like that, it puts it in perspective for me. I be like, damn, like this is what can happen, you know what I'm saying, from fighting. It's a real thing. Motherfuckers dying and shit. And as real boxing fans, you don't want to see that. You just want to see good scraps. You just want to see good scraps. Yes, I do want to see motherfuckers get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But in a safe manner, as safe as possible, because it's a bloodthirsty sport. Yeah, man, Ryan is crashing out for real, man. He's like he's going through, I don't know what he's going through, but it looks bad. And it looks bad for all the people that tries to support him. You know, it's like, what y'all got to say about this? You're like, y'all still gonna find an excuse to be like, he's just going through. Come on, man. Nah, that's not enough. It's not enough, man. It's not enough. Yeah, yep. I remember that, Remy. Yep. Somebody passed away on the NM card. Yep. That's a fact. That's a fact. And see, and this is the part of boxing that a lot of times us as fans we could take for granted, because you know we ain't expecting that. We ain't expecting to see nobody, you know what I'm saying, like die in the ring. You feel me? We ain't trying to see that. Feel me? So yeah, man, Ryan Garcia is in a tough spot. And then you got Showbiz the adult. Showbiz the adult is like, oh my goodness, man. He's just tries to be so politically correct. He tries to be so politically correct all the time, and you could just see it. You could just see right through this guy. You could just see his cat. You know? So, what'd you say, Eric? You still would like to see Devin get back? Me, I'm on and off about that. About seeing Devin Haney take a rematch with Ryan Garcia. Because if I was advising Devin Haney, I would not give Ryan the opportunity for redemption. I would keep him looking like the straight L that he is. Even though you know inside the pride, you want to see him get that get back. The ego in him, I'm sure he wants to get it back in blood. But you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, you gotta hold that, keep that stain on your name, and you really gonna have to prove back to the boxing fans that you know what I'm saying, you done with this cheating shit, you done with all this craziness, and you about fighting. It's the internet, really. It's the internet that's part of the sickness. Is you get caught up in this internet, and it's crazy, man. The internet is a brutal thing, man. It's no holds barred. There's no rules on the internet. Even though they try to make rules, it's like it gives a lot of people power. A lot of people could get at you at the same time. You got to have some thick skin. Yeah, I wouldn't have you right on that, Remy. I wouldn't like to see Bill Haney training Devin Haney. I would like to see somebody else train Devin. I feel you on that, man. That's the last thing for me to kick is YouTube. YouTube, YouTube is YouTube. I'm hooked on YouTube. I love YouTube. I ain't even gonna cap on that. Ben Davidson. Ben Davidson is a good pick, but I don't think that I think he should go back to Floyd Sr. That's who I think Devin should go because he was trained by Floyd Sr. before. And what needs to sharpen up with Devin is his defense. And I believe Floyd Sr. is the best for that if he's in health enough, if he's in good health enough to even train. Because we know Floyd Sr. he felt a little sickly. Last I heard, he wasn't doing too well. So if he's in good health and he's still able to train, I would like to see him go back to Senior. Yeah, he is. He is up there in age. He's probably done with training at this point. He's probably done with training. I'm just thinking back to when, because I watched Devin Haney from when he was on YouTube before he even turned pro. I've been following Haney. I've been following him since then. Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach. What about Freddie Roach is a good name. I don't know if that's a good fit for Ryan. What about the Mexican trainer that used to train Marquez or Robert Garcia? I forget the guy that used to train Marquez. I think Nacho. I think that's his name. He got the mustache. He wear the glasses. He used to train Marquez. He's a hell of a trainer. You know. What about Virgil Hunter? Abel. There you go. Abel Sanchez. Yeah. Abel Sanchez. What about Andre Ward's old trainer? Y'all like him for Devin Haney? You know, I'm interested to see Devin Haney come back, how he's gonna bounce back. I want to see how he bounce back mentally the most. Virgil, yep. Andre Ward's coach. Get Andre Ward in the gym with him. You know, get Andre Ward in the gym with him. But yeah, man. Now I've been sitting here today has been I want to transition into Shakur Stevenson because I've been watching the press conference today, and and that's a good card. They got the boy Foster fighting on that card. They got Keyshawn Davidson fighting on that card, and they got Shakur Stevenson on that card. So that tomorrow's about to be a lit night in boxing. And I'm real interested to see what Shakur Stevenson gonna look like. Even though Shakur Stevenson is fighting another guy that we don't really care for. He blames it on Top Rank. They trying to sabotage his career. Top Rank's trying to sabotage Shakur, just like what Bud was saying over there. Now Shakur Stevenson is saying the same things. You know? Canelo trying to fight Eubanks. Oh my God. Yo, like, come on, man. Yo, I'm over it, man. I'm over it. All we could do as boxing fans is reject that shit, man. That's all we could do, Remy, is reject fights like that. Say hell no. Yeah. Yeah, that card is gonna be lit tomorrow, man. That card is gonna be fire. Because Shakur Stevenson, man, listen, man. He better look good. He better stop this guy. This guy who is, we don't know who he is. They want to say, oh, he's tough. Shakur's like, I know he's gonna try to come to fight. He trying to be nice. Shakur, you just better look like how you supposed to look against this guy. This guy gives Shakur Stevenson any type of trouble, he is going to get slaughtered on X. Damn, Martin fighting and Zepeda fighting? That card's retarded. That card is retarded. But yeah, man, Shakur Stevenson, I believe he has a lot. I believe he has a lot to prove because the way Tank looks and the way Shakur looked his last fight, and he in Jersey. He back home. Last time he was in Jersey, he got a stoppage. So it's a lot. It's a lot on the line. It's gonna be a lot on the line for Shakur Stevenson to look good. He has to look good against this guy that we do not know. Another guy that we don't know. Get him out the way and call Tank out. FBI, what up, kid? All the track stars fighting tomorrow. Ooh. Yo, the U.S. Olympic team, track stars fighting tomorrow. You hear him? Like, I used to think that Shakur Stevenson was possibly Tank's toughest fight. I don't know now. Tank is starting to separate himself from the pack. He's really starting to separate himself from the pack. For real. He's separating himself, man. Like, one thing I did agree with Showbiz when he talked about Gervonta Davis was that his defense and all of that, Yeah. And see, the thing is, I've been watching Davis. Each of his fights, he's been getting hit less. He's been getting hit less. He's been getting hit less. His defense has been sharpening up. Yo, hey, listen. Yo, people come up to me and Dominicans come up to me and just start speaking Spanish to me, God. Real spill. They don't ask me if I speak Spanish, nothing. They just come up to me and start speaking Spanish to me, like, like I'm just supposed to respond back. Like, I understand a little bit, but man, I get that all the time. For real, man. Like, Davis has been separating himself. He's been getting better and better and better on everything. On everything. His head movement, his slickness, turning guys, his footwork. Everything has been improving with Gervonta. And I've been watching him even in his little clips where he's training and the guy is showing him a move, one of his pivot moves. And his smartness. Very underrated part of his game. He's one of the most smartest guys in his adaptability. The way he's able to adapt in there is he's separating himself from the pack. Straight like that. That's what he's doing. You know, or you could go far back into his fights and you could just see the transition. You could see the progression. The Barrios fight, when he moved up to 140 and fought Barrios. Look at that fight. Look at the skills. Ishmael who? Nah. Ain't nobody on tank level right now. He's coming into his own. Even when he's talking shit at the end of his fights behind the camera, he's getting more comfortable. He's getting more comfortable in his stardom. And it's paying dividends to how he could scare and psych his opponents out during the build-up to these fights, just like how he did Frank Martin. He had that boy flinching all the way into the fight. He had Frank Martin flinching all the way into the fight. That's why I'm like, yo, I want to see Tank fight somebody better. Yeah, Keyshawn popping his mouth. I like Keyshawn Davidson, though. That kid could fight. I like him, but I think he's popping shit too early. He's popping shit too early. I understand he wants to try to get himself in the mix and all that, but you got to watch what tree you be barking up. You got to watch what tree you be barking up, man. Keyshawn Davidson, he be popping a lot of shit. He act like he Bud Crawford right now. That's how he talk. Keyshawn Davidson talk like he Bud Crawford right now. And I be like, yo, hold up, guy. Hold up. Yo, hit that like button for me, y'all. And sub up. I need them. Pitbull versus Tank 2. That'd be a good fight because Pitbull got a belt. Pitbull got a belt. And that's a fight that Gervonta don't want to fight Pitbull again. He said it that same night. They was like, rematch him? And Tank said, hell no. Tank said, hell no. Real spell. He kept it a beam. Oh, rematch this motherfucker. You see how crazy that nigga, you see how crazy Pitbull becoming? Pause. You saw what he did to Rolly? Yo, listen, man. He don't play. I like Pitbull a lot. Yeah, I'm not too sure about whether he broke his hand in that fight. I don't know. I think they probably possibly could be giving Tank an excuse right there, but I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna say yeah or not. I don't know. He said it was hurt. I don't even know if Tank said that his hand was actually hurt that fight. So yeah, but I think Tank won that fight pretty convincingly though. I don't think that um Isaac Cruz beat him by any stretch. He put up a good fight, but I don't think he defeated Tank or outscored Tank, outpointed him, nothing. Tank won that fight clean. And I think that Pit Bull fight was one of the fights that really sharpened Javante's defense. I think that was one of the fights that where you know what? We gotta sharpen up even more on the defensive end. In his next fight, he looked beautiful. He looked beautiful, man. You know? So all these guys talking shit prematurely, man. It's levels. Everybody, you always hear that shit in boxing. It's levels. If that's not a fact, it's a fact. It's levels to this shit. You see it all the time when guys challenge themselves and they push themselves and they move up. We just witnessed Benavidez. We just witnessed Benavidez move up, and they said, "Oh, they were saying because he went 12 rounds with this guy that his power may not be moving up to the light heavyweight division," which I don't think that's a fair judgment right away. That's like it's too early. This is one fight against a dude that to me looked like he was all right. That's just me. The dude that Benavidez fought looked like he was on that shit. That shit that they put in the shot that they put in your ass on the side of your butt cheek. That shit. It looked like he was on that. It's some real tough fights for Benavidez at 175, man. Bivol and Beterbiev. Shit, Beterbiev is one of the scariest motherfuckers I've seen in a minute. That motherfucker looks scary when he like, oh shit. I be feeling bad for his opponents. He looked like, man, after you fight him the next day, you feel like shit. But I think Benavidez could survive. I think he's good enough to survive. He has good enough boxing skills. Don't sleep on Benavidez's boxing skills. Yeah, I think Benavidez, he has to tread lightly in 175. Don't just be going out gunning for Bivol and Beterbiev like, oh yeah, I want them my next fight. Nah, chill. You gotta get acclimated, get 3-4 fights into the weight class. That's what I would say. That's how I would advise Benavidez, and I would give him a step up each one. Real shit. Yeah, man. Yo, boxing, man. I just love boxing. Boxing is we've been getting these fights. We've been getting these fights, man. Some good shit. I was just watching I'm sitting here watching Tank Davis versus Jesus Cellular or whatever. one of Tank's early come up fights. You know, when I have a little downtime, I just be watching guys. I watch different guys. I watch some of these new guys. Shoo and all them dudes. Anthony Yardy versus Benavidez. Ooh. Now see, that's probably like the third fight into 75. Anthony Yardy versus Benavidez. That would be my third or fourth fight into the 175 weight class. Yeah, Lamont Roach. Yeah, he's another one. It's a lot of good talent. And it's another good top ranked Puerto Rican kid. That he be washing niggas, man. What's his name? Zayas, I think. Hella boxing skills. I like him a lot. Damn, what's his name? Xander Zayas. Yes. I be forgetting these guys' names sometimes. Good looking, Remy. You be on point. Xander Zayas. Yeah, that motherfucker. I like him a lot. I be seeing his skills. He be patient. He look like he got a good all around game. Got good power. Vargas. Do you talk about Fernando Vargas son? Fernando Vargas son, that nigga. Fernando Vargas kid is a beast. Fernando Vargas kid is a beast. He just stopped the guy in the first round, I think, last weekend. It was somebody, they put him in there. He just straight washed this kid, man. Washed him. It was just... Yeah, so boxing, I think, is in good hands. It's a lot of guys, young guys on the rise that they just got to stay disciplined and don't let the internet shit get them. They can't let that internet shit get them. Yeah. Who's a two-time gold medalist? Oh, that's the older brother. So you talking about the younger brother? Yo, the older brother is that nigga is a problem, man. That nigga fight with the spirit of his pops, nigga. That shit look crazy. Fernando Vargas was one of my favorite guys. When I used to play Fight Night in Knockout Kings, Fernando Vargas was my go-to because of his style. He had that boxer puncher style. And I used to love that style. I used to use that nigga Fernando Vargas all the time. Fucking De La Hoya up. You saying the younger brother's the best out of the three? I gotta watch the younger one. I haven't seen the youngest one like that too much. I know it's like 3 or 4 of the brothers, I think. I know they a big boxing family, but I'm definitely following Fernando Jr. He's like he pushing up. That nigga pushing up. Dead ass. He looked damn good. Hey, yo, when y'all push up, man, subscribe for your boy, man. I need him. I need him so I can get iller at this shit. Okay, so I'm gonna see him. So I'm gonna get to see him because you know I'm on that. I'm watching that shit, man. I should fuck around and go live, watch the shit with niggas, man. Y'all want me to go live when the fights are on? Then we could talk about it while the fights are happening. The Shakur Stevenson card. Shakur Stevenson and them boys fighting tomorrow. Oh, there's 2 cards tomorrow. Who else is fighting tomorrow? Nate and Mansfield. Oh, okay. What's that? That's the Zone. That's on the Zone. I'm watching the Top Rank card. Yeah, the Top Rank card out there in Newark. That's the shit. Danny Jacobs and Shane Mosley. Danny Jacobs, Shane Mosley Jr. Even though I like the way Shane Mosley Jr. looked his last fight, but I'll catch that fight on the replay. I'll catch them boys on the back end. Shakur needs to go somewhere. He needs to get the fuck out of Top Rank. I know that. I know Shakur needs to get up out of Top Rank. Real spill. He gotta get up out of that. Because if they're gonna keep giving them fights like this, and I can't blame Top Rank all the time neither. It's Shakur Stevenson. Because when we be diving deep into the backgrounds of Shakur Stevenson, then come on, man. He be saying no to fights and shit like that. And what's good, Wo? My God, thanks for pushing up. I wish you was in here when we was cooking Ryan Garcia, Wo. Bob Arum definitely needs to retire. He definitely needs to retire. Bob Arum is like, come on, man. You've done enough. You a Hall of Fame boxing promoter. Get up out of here, man. Get up out of here, man. Hang the jersey up. Don King. Yo, he might go over there with AB. Shakur Stevenson go over there with AB and Don King. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Bob Arum, man. He's Shakur. Listen, he better follow Bud earlier than later. Because he's going through the same thing Bud Crawford went through, to the point that Bud Crawford had to sue Bob Arum. They probably still in court for that. Shakur won't bet on himself. He's not business savvy enough to bet on himself. Shakur Stevenson is not business minded like that. He needs people to do things for him. Shakur needs people to do things for him. He's too used to the structure. Shakur Stevenson I bet you he don't even think about being independent. I bet you Shakur Stevenson, I put money on it, that Shakur Stevenson don't even think about betting on himself and fighting on all platforms, making himself available for all platforms. This is what these guys got to do. They got to bet on themselves. They so scared to do it. And then they complain about these promoters and how they jerking them around and this and that. Take control of your own career. We want to see you in the ring. We're paying for your talent, sir, not Bob Arum's. We don't want to see Bob Arum in the ring. Shakur's boring to a lot of people. Yeah. I've seen boring fights from Shakur. More than one that I would like to admit to. I've seen Shakur in more boring fights than I would like to admit to. What'd you say, FBI? Am I ready for Canelo and Bud? I don't know. I don't know about it. I think Canelo's too big for Crawford. Nah, Haney is more exciting. Haney is more exciting than I believe he's way more exciting than Shakur is. Right. That's it. That's it right there, Remy. That's it. Canelo's doing everything in his power to stay away from Benavidez. Nah, they don't have to. Brooklyn boy, what's good, man? Nah, you don't have to promote the fight to make me like it. Nah, if it's the person that I want to see, if it's the person that we want to see him in the ring with, promo ain't got shit to do with it. Promo ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Bob Arum could do all the promo he wants for this fight with Shakur Stevenson right now. It still ain't gonna do shit. Because the guy that he's fighting, nobody knows who the fuck he is. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody cares who he is. The guy ain't make enough noise to be like, oh shit, Shakur Stevenson's fighting. To get promoting a fight is to get more eyes, on the fight. That's what promoting a fight is. You promote the fight to get more eyes on the fight. But what I'm saying is, even if Bob Arum promoted this fight, even if Bob Arum promoted this Shakur Stevenson fight and put money into it, it's still gonna do lackluster. It's still going to do lackluster because Shakur Stevenson is fighting another guy that we don't care for him to fight. Simple as that. His best fight was the Oscar Valdez fight. That's Shakur's best fight. That's what I'm saying, Brooklyn boy. Nah, the Valdez fight was better than the Herring fight, in my opinion. The Herring fight was a good fight too, but Herring is respect to my boy Herring. I like Herring. That's my guy, but we know he wasn't beating Shakur, man. But it was a good fight. I ain't taking nothing away from the Herring fight from Shakur. Yeah, man, it ain't nothing Bob Arum was gonna do that was gonna help push people behind Shakur Stevenson more than what they are right now. Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, he messed up when he tried to take on this street hip hop act. When he tried to take on this street role with Jay Prince, like, yeah, I want to fight niggas and I'll pull up. And when he tried to be a hip hop nigga, that's where I think Shakur Stevenson messed up at. He needs to just be a clean cut Andre Ward type of a guy. And I think he would get more publicity with that look than the tough guy. I'm a slide. We got blickies. I'm from Brick City. Than that look. The clean cut American kid works better for Shakur. The Olympian, the $1 million smile. Nah, listen. He has more power over who he fights than you think. He has more power than you think. But I get what you're saying, though, because Bob Arum, he do be trying to sabotage niggas, man. Bob Arum do be sabotaging niggas, man. So I'm going to say fair point on that. About the opposition that he faced. Some of it is what's the name? Is Bob Arum and Top Stank. And Tank, he's the one that really don't pick his fights. Tank literally do not pick his fights. Tank really is a guy that leaves it up to his team because he believes his team got him that far to where he's at now. He feels he's pretty successful. So he feels like, listen, I'm going to keep following what you guys say, and I'm going to fight the guys y'all put me up in front of, which is also a detriment to Tank's career because they're taking way too long. They're taking way too long to put him in the ring with guys we want to see him with. Yeah, he don't. And after one of his fights, Jim asked him, Jim asked Tank, who you want to fight? Who you want? And Tank was like lost for words almost. He was like, my team, you know, they just gonna pick who they gonna pick and they gonna line them up and I'm gonna knock them down. You know what I'm saying? He was just talking like that. Yeah, they was just talking like that, man. I was like, shit, man. Tank got to do something, man. Tank he got to fight back in Loma. He got to fight Loma on the back end, which is still going to be a good fight. They're going to be able to hype the fight up enough to make you interested. Like, oh, shit, Tank fighting Loma, even though he going to knock Loma the fuck out. And we already know this. Because the whole strategy was to wait Lomachenko out. That was the strategy to fight Lomachenko. That was Tank's strategy, was to wait till Loma gets older because he was younger and he had more time to groom himself. And in the meantime, Loma is going to be taking these tough fights, getting banged up. I'm not saying he can't pick his own fights. I'm saying he doesn't pick his own fights. You understand that? I'm not saying Tank can't request a guy and be like, yo, I want to fight him, and they won't listen to Tank. I'm sure they will listen to Tank if Tank said, yo, I want to fight him next. I believe they would do that, but that's not how he said the system is running. That's not how they team work. What we gotta do as fans is demand this motherfucker get in the ring with the guys that we want to see him get up in there with. He could pick his own fights. He can, but he doesn't. Because, like I said earlier, he's been pretty successful in how he's been moving right now. That's what he said in his last post fight. He said it out of his mouth. He said his team's been doing a good job. They got me up this far. I'm gonna keep listening to them. And you had your boy Big Nose Leatherby in the back like, Tank Davis. I love him. Yeah. You had that boy in the back just with the knee pads on. With the crazy knee pads on for Davis. Leonard Nellaby. Davis's number one fan. He just got this young generation. Yo, niggas is funny, B. Nah, I ain't hear what AB said about Leonard. About Leonard. Yeah, man. These boys don't be picking. They don't want to pick their own fights. And see, this is why I respect Devin the Dream Haney. You see? This is why I respect Haney. Because he fights all the niggas we want to see him fight. He calls out all the guys that we want to see him fight. And all the guys refuse to fight him. He called Tank out. He called Ryan out. He called T.O. out. He called Shakur out. He called Loma out. He ran from Shakur. No, Shakur ran from his ass. Shakur ran from his ass. That's what happened. Shakur ran from his ass, dog. Word two. He was like, I'm not taking 25%. That was his excuse. And then turn around and offer another guy 25%. Come on, man. You can't make this shit up. And it's already been debated about and everything. So to go back to it is just, come on, man. Nah, I don't want to see Pitbull versus Haney next. Not next. Devin Haney's been taking way too many tough fights. He needs to take a soft touch. He needs to take a soft touch and get his confidence back. No Pitbull fight. Hell no. Not yet. He needs to get his confidence back and then fight Pitbull. Yeah, I like that. Haney Matias, I like that. That right there is right there on par. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big step. It's a step down, but not a huge step. Because Matias, he just lost the belt. But it would listen, Brooklyn boy. Listen, I'm gonna have to educate you, obviously, because you don't know. You obviously don't know. You bring up casual comments. You bringing up comments that the casual guys say. Are you a hardcore boxing fan or are you new to boxing? Answer me that, Brooklyn boy. Are you new to boxing? Because the questions you asking are casual questions. These are casual questions, my G. The WBC, that lion ass commission, who don't even want to see Devin Haney be the champion. That commission you talking about? He could have stayed down, and he offered to stay down. He gave Shakur Stevenson an offer. He gave him an offer. He turned it down. He ran from it. He made an excuse and said that 25% wasn't enough, and then turned around and offered Ghost to Frank Martin 25%. I answered the question. He chose to go fight Regis because it was already stated that, listen, after the Loma fight, that he was moving up. That was the next play for him to relinquish the belts, and he was going to move up. That was the plan. Everybody knew that was the plan. So it ain't. So what is it like? Oh, it's not a duck. Like what you trying to say? You trying to act like, oh, he ran from Shakur. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody run from that nigga, man. Stop it. Stop it. He ain't run from him. It's all out there already. All the proof is in the pudding, bro. It's there. He went and he did the best next thing. He moved up to 140 and got a strap from Regis. That's legendary shit. You complaining about that? You complaining about him moving up after becoming undisputed at the weight class? Stop. He did everything it is to do. Once you become undisputed, you've done everything there is to do at the weight class, dog. What more do you want after you become undisputed champ, dog? Exactly. Why? Yo, Donnie, what's good, baby? Welcome to the chat, my guy. Why would he said, Donnie said, why would he fight Loma and run from up? Listen, it doesn't make sense. Haney's been moving the most boxing legendary legacy way than all of these guys. To me, him and Teofimo Lopez has been moving like legacy shit. The way they pick their fights, the guys that they go after. That was the next plan, bro. Go. It's already out there, man. I ain't gonna go back and forth without you. That shit that's already been explained and proven already, dog. It's already been proven. That's why I'm saying you bringing up casual shit, dog. That's casual shit. Okay, so so if you a boxing guy, Brooklyn boy, if you a boxing guy, right? You don't know the history of the WBC, dog? I'm just making this shit up that they're a corrupt business. I'm just making this shit up. I just pulled that out the air. Bro, listen, man, I'm a hardcore boxing fan, dog. I know everything about boxing. You can't fuck with me. I know everything. Everything, nigga. Listen, Devin Haney was getting called the weight bully for doing this shit. Now, if he would have did that and whipped on Shakur, they would have been like, "Oh, he's too big. He blew up this. He blew up overweight. He was a middleweight fight in Shakur." That's all. That's all guys like Brooklyn boys gonna say. That's what guys like Brooklyn boys gonna say. He gonna say that casual take. He gonna be like, oh man, he's a weight bully. They was already calling Haney a weight bully. And Haney's killing himself. Before the Loma fight, everybody was like, Haney is killing himself to make that weight. That's what all of the Shakur guys were saying. Come on, man. You gonna call him a weight bully and then he move up. He's too big. Oh, he's too small for the weight. Like, come on, man. Y'all can't have everything. Y'all can't have everything, man. Talk about that was not the next plan. The WBC gave him an option to stay down. Shut up, nigga. This nigga's. Shut up, nigga. Casual take, man. Get out of here with this casual shit, man. We need boxing fans up in here, man. I want real boxing fans in here. We don't need no casual shit, no casual talk. Niggas that don't know what they talking about. They done seen something on ESPN, didn't research, didn't read nothing. They just saw a headline and said, yup, that's what it is. Come on, man. We don't do that. We don't do that. Yeah, I'm a Devin fan. So what? Well, But so since I'm a Devin fan, you're saying that I have a bias. I have a biased take. I'm just telling you what happened, what I've seen, what's been said out of these fighters' mouths. That's what I'm giving you. With me paraphrasing some of it. I don't go off of none of this PR stuff, none of this politically correct stuff that ESPN writes, that Dan Rayfield, an overweight journalist who doesn't spend a day in the gym, who doesn't know anything about a true life of a fighter, doesn't care about the life of a fighter. I don't listen to those guys. Stephen A. Smith, who just got into boxing, trying to talk boxing. These are the guys, you listen to these mainstream guys. You gotta be listening to them. You gotta listen to the fight hypes, the guys that's on the ground getting these interviews, talking to these guys for real. Getting behind the scenes, Champ Side, all of these guys, 78, all of these big boxing channels, Ego, Showbiz, all these guys be getting this info. You gotta, come on, man. It's always back and forth debate, back and forth, and then the truth always comes out. This is what happens in boxing. We debate about it back and forth for years and years and years. And then as the years go by, the truth comes out. The truth comes out because, see, just like when when Floyd accused Manny Pacquiao of taking steroids, it was back and forth in the boxing community. Back and forth in the boxing community. People like, oh, Manny's clean. Floyd's just making excuses. And then when all the smoke cleared, Freddie Roach started coming out and spilling his guts about all the things that Mayweather was accusing Manny Pacquiao of. So it's like, come on, man. You can't be listening to this casual shit that's coming from biased opinions. I'm looking at what's happening. I'm seeing Devin Haney talk. I'm seeing him call guys out. I'm seeing him put in the work. I'm seeing him fighting the top guys, winning the belts, becoming undisputed champion. I'm seeing it with my own eyes. I'm seeing him take legacy-defying fights. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing all the other guys pity-pat around, talking about guys just for clout, not fighting them. That's what I'm seeing. Niggas just talking, not getting in the ring. Every time Devin Haney had an opportunity, his floor was open to fight guys. And he was calling them out. And guys was giving excuses. Oh, now the Regis fight was an easy fight. You see? This is the shit. Now that he beat Regis and he looked so impressive, right? He looked dominating in that fight. Everybody was talking trash. Regis gonna do this. Regis gonna stop him. Regis gonna... Come on, man. And then you say stuff like this. Regis was an easy fight. This is why I can't take your comments too serious. How the hell are you going to say the Regis fight was an easy fight? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, my G. You got to do better than that. This nigga said Regis was an easy fight. Yo, you got it, dog. You got it. I can't waste too much energy on that. You got it, dog. Thanks for pushing up, Brooklyn boy. I like going back and forth. You welcome to push up and talk shit anytime with me, dog. All right? Straight like that. Yeah, man. So I can't wait. I can't wait till tomorrow. Shakur Stevenson got a lot to prove. He got a lot to prove tomorrow. I've been already in here for an hour with y'all, man. Thanks for pushing up. I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks. Yo, hey, yo, Brooklyn boy, you got me sweating in here, man. Come on, man. Leave me alone next time, man. Let me cook in peace, G. I'll see y'all in the next joint.